it's Brandy. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the energy of the world right now. And I'm going to be doing a full energy reading of the world, hopefully by tomorrow. But today, I wanted to bring up, there's a big concern of a lot of the chaos that's happening. And this will prep you for tomorrow's reading of Earth. But oftentimes when there's a shift and we have a beautiful opportunity to change the way things are going, chaos will happen. So it's essential that we choose to move forward with compassion, with love, but firmness. Now, as we know, 5 years ago, what happened was there's a lot of violence that took place, and within the United States. I know there's a lot of violence around the world, and it didn't get us much anywhere, right? And what I see going on now is a lot of advocacy and movements and peaceful but firm movements that are actually making great change. And so it's essential that we're not quiet. It's essential that we're not violent. It's essential that we are demanding so that we can create the peace or calmness in the world. But the world has to change, guys. When you look at research and you start to notice that instead of spending time with your families, you're spending time on the internet, it's very disheartening to be like, oh, you know, in the 1960s, we spent 90% of our time with our family and helped raise them and build families. And now we're spending 90% of the time on the internet and 5% or less with families. And I don't blame people, because you work and you get to a place and you finally get it going, and next thing you know, the rent has doubled, the food has doubled, and we put ourselves in a famine. And it's very interesting. And these are the things that need to change. There needs to be a calling that we get ourselves where we're raising our own families, where we are, you know, maybe working 30 hours a week and get paid enough to where it can be sustainable for people to have housing and food and medical care. You know, the things that you should just be born to have. Now, no one said how extravagant that needs to be, but let's talk about the basics here, right? And so there's a calling in the universe right now for us to stand up, the people who've been quiet, through advocacy, through demanding, but not through violence. That's never going to fix anything. Matter of fact, if we do anything with violence, it takes you several levels down in the world of ascension, because it's a lower vibration, right? I guess fighting sometimes is a necessity because of where we are on this planet, but it's when peace and firmness and determination can make change, that's where we should start. And so don't feel like you can't do anything, because that determination has to start within your own homes, right? If you go home and you're spending scrolling and dead scrolling for hours at a time and your children want to play, then you're part of the problem. You know, if you're working 2 or 3 jobs because you have to survive, the system's the problem. And then that's where advocacy would come in. So there's a lot of layers here, right? But what can you do, and are you doing it? What can you be a part of, and are you doing it? And one of my teachers says to me in the Modern Mystery School, if you're going to find passion in something, as long as you can do something to change it, then do it. But if you're venting about something that you're not doing anything about, then stop venting about it. It makes you really go, what change can I be a part of? How how can I be a part of this social change? Because I'm telling you, I want my kids to know when to fight and have a better life than I've had. I would love to leave this world a better place than I found it. So, that is it. Things to think about. That's the world we're in. What are we going to do? Don't get lost in the dark.